I want to tell you a story to illustrate my philosophy and approach to selling. It's 2008. My family and I are on vacation in Key West, Florida. It's day 3. My 2 kids, then 10 and 5, my wife and I are on the beach trying to figure out what to do. My 2 kids are grumpy and belligerent and don't really want to do anything. And my wife and I are fighting. It's a typical family vacation. We decide to take them on one of those boats that goes snorkeling and looking at marine wildlife. We show up at the appointed time and wait for the invitation to get on board this boat. It'll take about 40 of us out on the sea. As we're waiting and the crowd is gathering, I notice a family similar in size to ours, and I particularly notice the dad, who looks as unhappy as I feel. When we get on board, he and I become fast friends and compare notes about what it's like to drag unhappy children around on vacation. We talk about work and non-work, and I explain to him what I do for a living, what I enjoy about what I do, and what I don't enjoy so much. And at some point I asked David what he did, and he said he's the head of a global chemical organization. We talked about that, and at the end of the day, when we had tied up and we were getting off, David came over to me, handed me his card and said, "Give me a call in the next couple of weeks. I think we can do some work together." The reason I tell that story is at no point during that afternoon with David did I feel like I was selling. I was talking authentically about my work, sometimes frankly about my work, what I liked about it, what I found challenging, and David likewise. On the other hand, if somebody had told me before I got on that boat that there was going to be a CEO of a global chemical organization on board, and I should probably get to know him and try and sell him something, it would have been a different experience. I would have felt a greater internal pressure. I would have felt maybe a little tension trying to sell to him. And that is the work of sales professionals sometimes. It's to be able to show up with a poise, an ease, a willingness to engage. Yeah, we're going to be inspiring and persuasive, but it's removing those tensions that sometimes have us be perceived as quote-unquote too salesy. So that's the example of a story that I use, and it's up to you to try and create, craft, and practice and deliver stories that will work for you in your world.